Morning, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good mate.
Good, good,
Two trades on Emma Yeah, good mate.
good.
Two trades on
US CAD, Kiwi US.
no, Kiwi. No, it was. Oh yeah, Kiwi US and US CAD. Yeah,
Yeah.
I closed them early at about 6-ish.
Yeah, me too. Saw that I had one was like 6 pips away from target, and the other
Yeah,
one I when I had a look at it. Let me bring it up. It was the US CAD one. Did you watch the video or did you just check the list?
yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, the video. I was a little bit unsure as well about. Um, no, which one was it? Which one was it? Which one did they have 60 pips of? Oh no, it was US yen. same deal with yeah, it was US. It was US. No, no, I didn't put it on US yen. No, it was US CAD. When yeah, it was this one. When I was doing the video, I said 30 pip target would put you back up to the highs, and then I was like, oh wait a second, that's 20 pips. So I was like, oh, I'll see what happens when it gets up here. And then, so when it was up here, I closed it. It was normally when you make a high and price comes back down and we finally find that support, price will retest that high, yeah. And then I just kept it as 30-30. But then once it had when I woke up and it was more or less here, because you were saying 6 o'clock, which was this candle. This candle opened at 6 o'clock. I closed it at 59,222.
Hey, bud.
Hey man, how are you?
Good, buddy. Your YouTube isn't streaming. You've just got the head page on. I can hear your voice, but you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, thanks, man. There you go. Sorry. I had a good sleep last night. I'm still asleep. I was asleep and I got woken up with physics questions.
What?
Not really. A partner's like, she was awake for a little while, and then asking about what energy provider we should go with, and fixed rates and rooms. I'm like, huh? What's going on? I was like, she's like, should we do this? Should we do this? I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. And then because
Ask me in half an hour.
yeah, the partner's because she's not English native, so their language sometimes that she uses, I have to think about what she's meaning. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes she'll say something. I'm like, I've got a entirely different. You know how you got a entirely different meaning in the context. Like in English, if you were taught something, it would make logical sense to be like that way. But then the context is different. Has a different meaning. You know what I mean? Sometimes she'll say something, and I won't quite get exactly what she's meaning. And then she threatens to just talk Portuguese all the time to me. So I get threats after that. Cool, yeah. So yeah, closed at 59,222. That was New Zealand US. 135,540 is where I closed. 540. So I closed it here, basically where at this point. Oops. So it was, yeah, 22 pips, not 30. Anywho, so I think I'm going to cancel this New Zealand US. I still had it open for another 2.5 hours to see if it would react from this white one again, but I'm going to turn that off. I'll keep pound Aussie. Well, pound Aussie is about to trigger. We did have retail sales. I might change that so it's the 200. No, I'll change it to us the 150 actually. Just to see, because I think it's going to take time for this couple hour candles just to change. There we go. So for 6.5 hours, it'll react from about the 150 mark, which is about Asian low. That'll be good. Aussie US is still, you can still see that's looking for sells. Based on the screener. Everything's looking short. 8 days though, it's been going bearish. Yeah, all good. I think I'll keep that one as the 100. Very good. Bot has already locked me in for just over 1% for the day. So very happy.
Did you say 100 or the US?
Yeah.
It's 200 on your bot. Don't know if you noticed.
Oh my god, am I that asleep? Am I? Let me have a look. Oh, 200. Yeah, sorry, 200 is okay. From this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my bad. My mistake, sorry. So it's just looking for shorts on Aussie US, longs on pound Aussie. Hey Dan, how are you, mate? What about pound CAD? Pound CAD was one I did have. It expired though. It timed out. It was looking for longs. I put down here. No, didn't put anything on pound CAD. Must have been yesterday's. Pound CAD looking for longs. I think I'm in an iron about this one. So we had retail sales. This is why pound's struggling so much today, this current session, because we've been so bullish. And we had these retail sales here. Orange folder, medium impact. Last time it was 0.6 growth. This time they were expecting, it was revised. See these little arrows were revised down from 0.7. This time they were expecting negative growth, minus 0.6. And it was actually negative 1.2, which is surprising because IKEA and a few other places, they've taken a lot of our monies in this last month with this house. So negative news, medium impact, and what we've seen the London Open push down, but I expect it to recover. We made a high. Chances are we push up and retest this high. But I don't particularly like pound CAD as a pair because it does look at these big whipsaws. So I could get around maybe a 200. Maybe I'll leave that for a couple of hours. Let's try that. 2,000. 200. 30 pips stop from the 200. Puts it about on top of that Asian box. Make that a little bit wider. 40 pips. Just under a 2-to-1 to retrace some of this move. Stop loss 200. 20, so 20 pips. Just give it one shot. Look for longs. Let's give it a 3-hour expiry. And let it take trades in London session. Beauty. We're all done. If it retraces back up here and then falls away again, I'll let it turn itself off. So that's what the threshold will be. So live example. Thanks, Vassal. Your trade was a killer yesterday. Well done. You must have because you grabbed it from like more or less in here, didn't you? In this candle to ride it up. That was awesome. Cleared about 90 pips. Beautiful. Great work. Hey, Alan. All right, so we've got 9 minutes till the open. Let's see what we're at. What I noticed is the VIX, the volatility index. We've been rising lately. When it's dropping, that's generally good for stocks. Because it's showing like, you know, there's not a lot of fear. It's like a kind of a fear, a greed index. And you can see like it's sort of been coming down, but now we've actually formed like this little baseline. Got really low. Now it's starting to push up. So not surprised that that's actually leading to the indexes dropping. So if we can clear this area, we've got a wick to fill. If we can start to push above from there, that means technically indices have a bit more to drop. We are seeing like this correction. So look at this drop. US 30 on the Dow, S&P, UK 100, German 40. Got no reason to be looking for buys just yet. But we are very low here. So I want to see this candle, this 1 hour candle, closing with a top wick. Kind of looks almost the same as these two. Just a slight little difference. That hasn't really pulled much liquidity in the bottom wick. This candle shows like a little bit of a rejection. This is that Tokyo close hour before Frankfurt open candle. We've got a liquidity candle right here. We've got an order block over here. So let's mark that up straight away. And this was a liquidity candle as well, this one. 30 minutes, telling a bit of a different story. So we do have a couple of little dojis and things around here. We've got a bit more further to drop. So I'd like to do a sell to buy move. Sorry, other way around. Buy to sell move. I'd like to see something like that. I'm just not getting the vibes where there's that much power. Is that what you guys are getting as well? Not much vibes here. Like this, it seems slow. Maybe it's because the Asian session wasn't too bad, was it? Still 70 pips. This whole, I think with the fear index increasing, we've seen Asian session move a lot more than previous weeks. Anyway. Weekly candle though, there's me pushing the button yesterday. Yeah, I'm sort of dipped into this wick now. Can we see a little bit of a pullback and then just refill this wick? I think so. I'm looking for sells. I'm looking for sells to reconnect these wicks. We could see price drive a little bit higher just break that daily high a little bit more. Four hour. Kind of consolidating over here. A little bit of a rejection wick. But this is, so this would be negation. No wick candle. Yeah, that's my target right there. This was end of yesterday. That no wick candle. Where's that on a lower time frame? So there's the 2 hours. Let's check 3 hours. Let's check 1 hour. Yeah, let's look for sells up in this zone. Somewhere inside of here. Let's plan that. Now, depending on being a Freaky Friday, I wonder if that gets up to there. We'll have to plan accordingly. See what it's doing up in here. Reviewing our entries. Remember that, so let's look at our entries the last few days. Thursday, sorry, was it took a long time for us to roll over to create this rounding top. First signs, usually not the best one to jump in, but eventually it did give that rounding, which is good. Wednesday, there was a lot more power in this candle, so we were able to take the breakout and then plan those sells, but those sells took a long time before it finally dropped down. Tuesday, it moved early, but a classic just rejection followed by a second rejection at this 4 hour zone up here, and then it just started falling, and I got to the charts more or less like inside of this one, so it just didn't quite pull back enough, but it just dumped. Monday was bullish out of the blocks, and then we waited for that rounding, and then we got a classic example on the 15-minute for that down move. Remember, we don't need to take the first one. Okay, so Friday, today, Freaky Friday, it might not even push up that much, to be honest. I just don't, for some reason I just feel like there's a lot more weight pushing down, because I think that on the higher time frames, even on like the daily, I feel that there was still even like a little bit of hope that this was going to come back up into this range. Not hope from me, but hope from just, I feel like there's a lot more weight pushing price down now, so that might have a harder time to have that any sort of real pullback. I don't know. That's just the vibe I'm getting. So this could, like, yeah, this last 30 minutes, this hour candle is going to close like a nothing candle. Got 40 seconds. From a selling perspective, we've got a doji. Oh, I mixed that up. There we go. Got a doji there, which I don't particularly like, because that's an Asian session doji. But I wonder if we can see price push down and then go up. I'm not going to entertain buys, but I could see buys working out. We do have more area to go underneath. Yeah, I wonder if we're just going to have a straight drop. It would be the curveball for the week. Everyone's sort of expecting pullbacks, and we might just see it straight drop. This is the open already. Now. Just opened and already dropped 20 pips. Yeah, I was kind of getting that sense that it was just going to be a straight drop. So taking the hour doji, this one here.
There's room down on the daily. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was just hoping that we're going to create top wick and then go down, but I think we're actually just going to go straight down, and then we might actually stage the recovery in the later part of London. And what that's going to do is basically push down and then leave a bit of a bottom wick. VIX is rising, so that's bad for it. Damn, I kind of feel like I was planning the wrong side.
Take invasion roll. And
Yeah.
New York low from today.
This is because they're going to extend the current weekly low. Well, I was only looking for sells, but I think if it drops all the way down to my alert over here, I'm gonna start planning some cowboy buys.
Yeah.
Not from this line exactly, but I'm gonna start planning some little buys if it just drops. Because I can't imagine that this daily candle. Well, it actually has done a bit of a pullback. See this candle here. I'll plan a counter trend 30 pip buy if it just pushes straight down to that zone.
Yeah, we had created a lower high.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Shoot. If I had a bit more time to think about it, I might have actually convinced myself. I was very slowly getting to that idea. So let's move 50 pips already in the first 3 minutes. Let's hope it goes another 50 pips, gets to that 100 pip range, and I think we're going to get an easy counter trend scalp.
Surely Sarah caught that one.
Yeah, but Sarah sometimes, I'd like to see where she got in, but sometimes she gets in here. And it would have been around that 15,600 area. From that part would have been nice.
A little bit trade from midpoint.
Damn, it's just going to run. Oh well. Who took that sell from the open?
I just closed that buy I had from the euro.
David did the usual thing, predicted the short move, got in a couple of times, then got out and missed the move. Oh man. Hey, buddy, how are
Good, good. I think it's going to hit my TP now.
you? Where was your TP?
I'm looking at 550.
Yeah, okay, this one here. Where my area is, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my alert I was looking at. So that TP area for you is where I can sense that we might have a reaction from it.
This is also daily area for me, so that's why I'm closing all my sets. Then I'm going to wait for how price going to react.
Yeah, the daily low.
No, you're on weekly.
Same thing.
Yeah.
is a daily low right there. Yeah. All right.
So this is my weekly area
Yeah.
because of this order block. So this is it's kind of liquidity generated here. All these are the liquidity generated. So probably this thing can happen.
I'm going to attempt a little sell from here. Let it pull back into this area. Going to see if we can retest this low.
And this is also the 4-hour area. Oh, sorry, I sent the same chart. I think. No, okay.
All right. Had to be highly reactive here. So I closed a little bit. So I've a little bit as in like 50%. I'm not moving my stop loss. So that was 1-to-1 down here. I'm not going to move my stop loss just yet. It'll be break even if it comes up here and takes me out. Does it all make sense? So closed at 50% at 1-to-1. Keep
1 minute was also looking good now.
Oh, as is. B at worst. So that was right here. What was your thinking behind the entry? Well, I was thinking sells. But I was looking for the pullback. Now, when it shot out of the blocks like this, often you do get a retest into this Eurozone, and then price continues to fall away. So I say, like, I don't like taking breakout entries. I'm not comfortable taking the breakout, but often when it pushes up, especially when it pushed up like 60 pips, often that would be my real retest area. That's something that is common trait with German 40. I don't get a chance to take those kind of trades all that often. We did see this happen on Tuesday. We saw that happen on Tuesday. On this day over that was Thursday. Where did I take the breakout from? This one here. This one here is similar reason how I got into this breakout. Like it pushed up, but I was looking for longs. It had a lot more volume to the upside, and then when this one, it didn't quite do the same thing, like push up and then come down that dramatically. But this is where I was looking to enter from. But because it sort of slowed down, I entered from here, and that was that buy that we got on this day. This was another one that was very similar. Remember how I was looking for this is the Tuesday, sorry. How price had a heap of volume, and it pushed down very heavily, and it wicked down very quickly, and it pulled back, and I was looking for that long from, it was like about this area, and it came within 6 pips of the area that I wanted to get in at, and just tanked. So this was kind of the same idea, that once price had pushed down very rapidly down, come back up into that area, often then it's like the least probable outcome of something is to do this. It can happen, but it's the least probable outcome. So I thought, if the way that had pushed up so strongly up into this area again, there's all the chance in the world that we're going to get like to retest this low. Once price makes a low, 8 times out of 10, we should retest that low. But because it's not a setup that I really like to do, hence I closed 50% at 1-to-1, hoping that we can get down and retest this area. Ultimately, this trade will work out to be a 2-to-1 trade. So risk reward is still in my favor, but I don't want to bring my stop loss to break even now, because most likely it could do that easily. But that's kind of like a breakout, like break and retest.
Now after that 3-minute close, we can move our stop loss to above that candle. So basically like a break even.
And often, like, you can see like how quickly this candle moved down. Like, it moved 60 pips in that first 3 minutes. Often that means that there was a imbalance of orders from the get-go. When there's an imbalance of orders, price will often make a retracement up into that area to get the second batch of orders. It's kind of like a news trade.
Not the best close on 3-minute. Close like a doji.
10 minute or 15 minute. Did you say 10-minute?
No, 3 minute. I'm talking
Oh,
about
3 minute.
not the best close on 3 minute. Close like a doji.
Yeah, taking the high of the doji overtakes the bottom of the doji. The open candle for the hour has no top wick though, so isn't it better to wait to come back and create one and then look for sell? Yeah, sure. Yeah. You can do that as well. Jeff, did I just execute it that quickly with magic keys, or did you place a trade quickly while you were talking? I just did one-click trading. So I didn't even have time to do magic keys to set up the levels. So on MT5, sorry, which I've got on the side here, I've always got my usual lot size ready to go. And I know roughly how much I was risking in terms of pippage. So I just clicked the sell, and it's a one-click trade. Once I click into the trade, I can like I'll on MT5, you've got your sell buy button up here, and then you've got your lot size on how much you want to put in. So as soon as price, when I got up to here, I reached over and I just hit the sell button, and it instantly put the sell in. And then I just lift the lines up, put my stop loss in, and then put my take profit in. It's very, very quick.
Then doesn't it hit either your stop loss or your take profits instantaneously, because you haven't, like, price is moving and your levels are at the same point as your entry?
It only puts the entry in. It doesn't put a stop loss or take profit in.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought they were active. They just weren't in the right place. Okay.
It just puts the entry in.
Yep.
And then you could
hold the line, it won't hit.
Yeah, you can double click on the trade, and then it'll bring up like a window, and then you could like enter your stop loss and your take profit price. And that's very slow to do. Or what you can do is just grab the entry line and lift up, and it'll put your stop loss in, and grab your entry line and move it down, and it'll put your TP in.
On the line, it tells you how much you're risking anyway, so you can sort of drag it to whatever your tolerance is.
Yeah, and that's also true. If you're dragging it up, it's actually giving you a price and how much you're risking, like an actual dollar figure. So if I moved to entry, I would have been stopped out. If I moved my entry, when I took 50% off the table here, if I'd move that down, now I'd be out of that trade. Still might get taken out of this trade, but because I've already closed 50% here, I've got 50% still on the table, and so if it comes up and it stops me out here, then I'm just flat. Thanks. Yeah, cool. And to close 50%, is it easy on MT5 too? That's easier on Magic Keys. So I've got Magic Keys ready as well for quick entries, it was easier for me just to do one-click trading on MT5. For me to close 50%, I just pushed the close 50 or close half on the magic keys.
Don't have them. There are ways around it. But yes, you can.
Yeah, the other way of doing it is like double click on the trade box and it'll bring it up, and then it'll say like, if I want to close the trade, I can just change the lot sizes that I want to close. So it's a little bit, I prefer just to do, that's what I prefer magic keys for. So easy to manage your trade, but you can do everything manually. But if you got the tools to do it, like I've got the physical version of magic. I've got both the physical and the digital. Digital is by far cheaper. It's like 25 US or 30 US or something. The physical.
Not anymore. Now subscription.
It's a what? Subscription now?
Subscription now, though you can't buy it outright. You got to.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That
He
sucks.
baited everyone for long enough.
Yeah. Oh, that's my affiliate. It's my affiliate one. Man, that sucks. That's really shitty.
I think
So on
Danny got
screen,
in there with like a few days to spare.
on screen version. One-time purchase.
Yeah, that's the physical one.
That's the physical. That's the new one. I've got the old one. I thought the new one, they increased the price. On screen. $15 per month.
Yep.
Holy, I paid 20 once.
Yeah. I missed out by a month.
Okay, forget that.
Took too
Forget
long to
that.
make my mind up.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think it's just for the new people. For old people, we still can use, I think, one screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you've bought it, you don't have
Oh
to.
yeah, yeah, I own it.
You don't have to do a subscription, but yeah.
Gosh, that's sneaky, man. That's serious. That's the money grab.
Yeah.
If the because previous one was a much better, you're just paying for $30, and you don't have to pay afterward.
Yeah.
But
I think
now
I even paid
maybe
$25.
there will be some other alternative available on the market now.
Yeah, definitely. Go what I would oh, my email flashed up, did it? Oh, it's okay. No one watches the streams anyway.
Oh, come on, mate.
What you'd look for is actually, I just pointed this one, PZ trade pad on MQL5.
Yeah.
Get this one. It's free. If you just want that, if you want that close half button, get that one. So you can see on this image that it'll just sit on your MetaTrader screen for 4 or 5, and that's the exact same button that you want. Close 50% of the volume. It's free. Don't worry about paying $15 a month. Have I ever used the physical keyboard? Yeah, I've got one.
Any good?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, because that's about what, 13 months of subscription now.
Oh yeah, I think it's way better.
So if you're going to be doing this for more than say a year and a half, you might as well buy the keyboard now.
Are you watching on the YouTube as well?
Sorry, am I currently? No,
Where's my camera?
I'm on Zoom.
Boom, there's my camera. God, my hair. Wake up here. Here's this is it. But I got I bought a little stand as well, so it just sits.
I'm on Zoom. What am I looking at?
Oh, okay. It's on the YouTube.
Oh.
But I got a little stand that just sits on there. It just sits next to my computer. when
That's phone stand, or that's actually for Magic Keys?
nah, just it's just on this one's Mint House. Mint House, Amazon.
But I'm confused. I was referring to the Magic Keys keyboard that you
Yeah.
showed
Yeah,
on
that's what
the
I'm.
website.
If you're watching on the YouTube, I had my camera on.
Right. Okay.
This is the one that I bought.
Bargain.
Yeah, it's like, what was it?
1 month subscription.
Yeah, 1 month subscription. Yeah, and when it's super handy because like I'll literally take it to the kitchen when I'm like making I don't know, lunch or something, and like that's for your iPad on it. I just watch YouTubes or the footy or something, and carry my phone or carry my iPad and like sit it on that little stand. It's fantastic. I really miss these things when I go traveling, having this kind of stuff. Because my desk, I just have everything where I want it. Alright, turn the screen off now. Camera off. I'll keep my camera on more. Not that you guys want to see me at all, but I guess it is more interactive. But when I'm at the new place, otherwise you might see a pregnant woman walking around.
Plenty of time. Here we go.
So I did tell him to get it. Oh, Eddie's telling that he told you to get it a while ago, Glenn. Yeah, physical is just one price. You have to do your hair. Yeah, far out. I would need to do. This is the issue. Like I wake up and I don't even think about what I look like. I just go to the computer and start working. So sometimes like, I don't want to sound like I'm lazy or anything, but like imagine just turning up in like, I don't know, because it gets cold here, and in Australia it'd be fine because I just put a singlet on all the time. But over here you got to wear stupid pajamas when it's cold.
Haydos, I've been up for 12 hours, mate, and I still haven't brushed my hair, so don't feel...
All right, come on, let's go.
Now, on 5 minute once, so we created a few candles, so we will not going to break that FA candle.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
there's your engulfing candle.
Yes.
Yeah, sweet. Because probability is if you make a low, just think of that. 8 times out of 10, you retest that low. I mean, that's Raja style as well.
Yes, and also that low we created with no bottom wick. So we wanna create that bottom wick.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, exactly.
Drop. 550 will be our target.
Yeah, let's hit 15 550. Then I can watch the Warriors smash the Eagles, and I can tell all my Manly friends to go stick it. Finally, the Warriors are good. We've waited a long time for this.
Used to be awesome.
Hmm?
A couple of years ago.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
No,
When I was a
they're shocking. They've been shocking for a long time. They're inconsistent.
And I used to go for the Sharks, so they were, by comparison, they were awesome.
Oh, yeah, the Sharkies. I think they did it right yesterday.
Yeah, and this year we didn't know. This is how you...
Well, I'm not going to let it... If it does break this candle here, there's something wrong. So I'll leave my stop loss above that one. Oh, I've got to go for coffee, don't I? That will give it. That'll make it drop. Let's test that theory. I'm gonna go for coffee. I'll be back in a minute. 2 minutes. As long as it takes her at the drop.
If anyone in the sell, you wanna secure some profit around here. Don't be greedy. Just secure at least 50% or 80%, whatever you're comfortable with. Come on, drop, drop, drop. Nice drop. So you wanna secure some profit here around here. So make sure book some profit and let the runner do their job to maybe 50, 550. Nice drop. One drop, 16 more pips.
All right, I'm back. Just about to hit there. What gold trades are we in? No, this is German 40. Take clips. This is a German 40. Come on.
Nice.
Yeah, man, we killed it today again.
Yes, nice. So
No, this is German 40. I'm not trading gold in London session. All right, I'm gonna say target's hit. I'm gonna close it right there because we took an easy. Oh, it was. No, I'm gonna. Yeah. Anyway, I closed it. It's gonna get there, but that was basically 60 pips. There we go. Ah, we smashed it. We're done as well. It's only 34 minutes into it. Move 61. I close at 58. Boom.
Oh,
nice. I'm also closing all of my runners now.
Yeah. There you go. Give this like give it a like on the stream, guys, if you're happy with it. Man, this week That is 290 pips on like literally 5 trades. Yeah, put a W in the chat if you guys took it. All 17 of you. Good job, good job. All right, so would you recommend trading indices or currency pairs? Good question. Look at gold. Gold would have done jack all in London session. See this?
20 pips.
Look at this. Look at this shite. Just 20 pips. You've been in here for hours. Now I love gold, but not for this time of day. Right? So you've got look at where the best moves happen. If you got like this, you're going to see a lot of similarities of stuff that I've got here. I've learned here. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. 4.5 people that I've really looked at for trading. Graja was one of them, of course, but I've got a very, very different 5.5. A lot of this stuff as well was very simplistic from Raja style on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, and he'll always talk about just look at the biggest candles of in the day. Now my other mentors was a guy from Sweden called Darko, a guy from Canada called Vic, and they had very, very different styles, like on 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Kerwin's amazing. Kerwin from Kerwin Trading Floor, he's the one that really like got me onto gold, and he would only touch it during New York session. Only trade gold in New York session. The reason I like London session is because better time frame for me. No one else I knew traded German 40. German 40 is an absolute amazing pair. German 40 is easier than gold, and it moves the best during London session. I wouldn't even waste my time looking at gold in London. Maybe at some stage what I did was, if I saw London Open starts at 8 AM UK time, and then by the time you get to about 12 PM, London would have made a range of say like 50 pips to 100 pips. Early in the year, you had a much better London session, but at around 12 o'clock, or that 10:30 till 12 PM, you would get a 50% pullback, kind of like this, right? So this is German 40, but this is your London range, the pink area, and then very often around 12 o'clock, between 10:30 and 12 o'clock, you would get a 50% pullback. So this was the pullback to here. That would work on gold. So I used to do streams because I didn't want to conflict with Chris from Trade with Monty and Kerwin, who traded New York session. So I didn't want to conflict, so I sort of sat somewhere in the middle, and that would be a trading style that I look at. Just look for a 50% correction. But really, now that I'm just doing my own thing, it's German 40's far better for this session, because it just, how reliable is it? I mean, you guys can vouch for it. I've been doing the trade breakdowns just for like this week, just to show you like how consistent it can be. And I'm not going for massive moves. I'm going for 50 pips on a daily basis. Pretty much got that every single day, minus the one that I missed, and I took a 30 pip scalp in the opposite direction. Don't waste your time with gold in London session. It's full of breakouts, fake outs, and just consolidates. Indices is amazing. Indices is even better than gold in terms of when does volatility hit? It comes when the market's open, right?
Oh, nice prop.
So anyway, that was like a little long-winded answer, but don't worry about the outcome. Like, you're very trading's full of regrets. You're never going to be able to, I mean, I'm pretty stoked with the entry we got there. The entry was pretty much pinpoint, but you're never really going to get a pinpoint entry and pinpoint exit. I would much rather take what I'm happy with, 50 pips. That was easy. That was an easy 2-to-1 trade. Would have been more if I didn't close 50% at 1-to-1 and then have the rest run. But it's because I'm not too comfortable with this particular type of entry. Obviously, my entries are like what I do in the trade breakdowns, where I really wait for a key zone to be hit, wait for that price to turn around, and then drop. They're my bread and butter. But this kind of entry is like more like a Raja style. What's my trade strategy for German 40? I've posted this week. I've posted a ton of breakdown videos. I really recommend watching those. They're going to explain it far better detail than what I can do in 5 minutes. I just focus on German 40. You're better just focus on less is more.
Yeah, one pair, one session.
Exactly. So one pair. My pair for London session is German 40. My pair for New York is gold, and then of course I have my trades I do overnight with my robot, and they, most of the times they don't trigger, or when they do trigger, there's a pretty good win rate, but not many of them trigger because I'm usually, it is what it is. Join the Discord if you want to see all where I post all that stuff. Like today already, what did we have? We had 2 of the 6 ideas that I posted, 2 triggered, and that netted me over 1% overnight. And then we had now I've got my 1 trade for the day, very little stress. Now I've got nothing to do until New York, but I won't trade New York because I'm busy moving house. How do you join Discord? It's in the website. Website's in the description. All the links should be there, so it'd be good to have it. Everyone's welcome there. Yeah, they're still going. Dropped another 30 odd pips. So what I was saying, there's always regret in trading. Yeah, I should have held it, should have let it go longer, but you're gonna find some regret, and no matter what you do, especially if you're a perfectionist in trading, you're gonna regret not getting in earlier, not regret holding it full, not regret going larger, not regret getting to the end. But you gotta cancel all those regrets. Trading is about what did you do well. And other indices videos on your channel. Yeah. Check out all the trade breakdowns. All the streams were there. These are the trade break. I don't do them often, but I just wanted to make sure you guys can actually see. This is basically just because I know no one's going to go and watch back an hour and 13, an hour and 40, an hour and 50, an hour and 54. Because I'm monotone. I'm boring as hell. So no one's going to go and watch my streams back. So at least you're going to go and see trade breakdowns. And this is like a shortened version of actually what happened. And if you want verification, then go watch the live stream and see where the idea is. Yesterday I did everything short of going to your house and pushing the button for you. What a killer trade. Actually, how much did you get then? Was there a 400 pip trade? Yes.
Just give me 2 minutes.
Okay, there's Sarah took the
call.
breakout. Yeah, you got the same entry. Didn't take the breakout, but how often is it? Don't take the breakout, take the second break. Second break is the best. But don't take the like this is the first breakout. Second breakout's not like taking the second break. But what it is take the break. The first breakout is the indication. Second breakout, this is the anticipation. And so like I've covered in a few of my streams. If you guys are new, then you've got a bit to catch up on. But what I do is everyone here everyone that's sort of watched for a while, what are your types of entries? What's the very first possible entry you could get?
Cowboy.
It's your cowboy entry. High risk, high reward. But that's your cowboy entry. It's when you just take it with very little confirmation. Second is your anticipation entry. So you've got some clues, but now you're anticipating like this is the breakout, and I'm anticipating that price is now going to keep on going and break out again. Third is your confirmation entry. Confirmation entry. What kind of risk reward do you get with confirmation entries? It's less than these guys. These guys give you far better risk reward. This one here gives you great risk reward, and I like sitting here because it's kind of like a combination of anticipation and confirmation. Confirmation, you get less risk reward. You know, probably 1-to-1. You want at least 1-to-1, but you don't get much more than that. But confirmation would be like once price is closed lower, broken out, and then price come back up, formed a resistance, it closed bearish again. That's kind of your confirmation. But you've always got to worry about maybe we reject from that support again. So you don't get much risk reward with confirmation, but it's a great style of entry. Your fourth type of entering is late. That's when you get the late entry. Your late entry is the one that you close the first. So it's kind of like LIFO. LIFO. Late in, first out. Because usually if you get in a late entry, you're going to get a pullback and it'll probably take you out. But they're your four types of entries. You got to, before all of this can happen, where do you need these entries to occur from? From a POI or a ZOI? A point of interest or a zone of interest? You can't just cowboy anything at anywhere. It needs to be still at an area that you like. How do you work on these areas? In the streams, I go through that almost every single day, marking up many points of interest, zones of interest, and then I wait for the price action to tell me where to get in. Now the third thing, this is 1, this is 2. But the thing that I have overarching everything, this is something that I've developed over the last 18 months, is my fundamental understanding. Fundamental is not like building blocks or basics. Fundamental is why am I buying or selling something in particular. So you might have seen at the start of the stream, I don't often look at it, but what I did say, why did I say that there's going to probably be a bit more downside? I really wanted to see this retracement, because that would have given me a lot more, it would have given me much better risk reward than taking a breakout trade. But what did I think that there was going to be some real downside? I was looking at the VIX indicator, the VIX index. VIX index is like your volatility index. When it's going down, that's good for stocks. When it's going up, that means there's a bit more fear sort of uncertainty in the market. So when the volatility is going up, that's usually bad for stocks. So kind of gave me a clue straight away. I'm like, you know what? We might be going down here. Anyway, that's kind of like a very shortened version of what we do here. Go on, actually. I cut you off. What were you saying?
No, yeah, you are saying something. I was on call at that time.
Oh, I see. What was, because you had a trade from up here.
Yes. Yes, I
This is
closed
the
that
killer
position
trade.
now.
420, no, you would have got 410 pips. Holy. Before I die, I want 1,000 pip trade.
So this was my trade last. I closed all of my position now.
This is the last. Oh, 460 pips. Man, killer. Yeah, we out well this week, didn't we?
Yes.
460, 430, 280. Man, that's awesome.
By the way, can you make some layout for the YouTube, like other streamers?
Can I make a what? Sorry.
Layout for the YouTube, like other streamer. If you look at anyone else, you will see they have good layout.
Zapier's automation. To
You mean like this?
Maybe if you see the control effects or anyone else, don't know, not control. Live stream.
Like this?
So this kind of layout. So yeah, even win rate. So it is much more easier to look at people. What was your overall week was going, or how was your overall August is looking like. So it's much more easier for to understand them, and they can also see the chat.
The chats for my streams would get one comment. Half an hour later, we'll get another comment. Then we'll get someone that might troll me and say you're a scam, and then we'll get an hour later, Eddie will say, "Yo, chat."
No,
And that'll be it.
Bali, I think 1 month ago you are getting like a 4 or 5 views now. It's more than 15 or 16 now.
Yeah, 400%.
Yes, so
See, the thing I don't like about this though is it makes this blurry because it changes the scaling.
oh, okay.
So is the fame and glory going to your head yet, Hayden, through your YouTube channel?
Oh man, no way! Look at that. My.
You got paparazzi at the front. You've got people chasing you. Must be hectic.
Yeah, my viewership. People do not watch. I'm sure it's just you guys that have like the YouTube stream up as well. I don't know how to get past the algorithms. But like I did try something like this, but I felt like it made it blurry, and when I watched back I wasn't really too sure about it all. So I don't know, you guys give me suggestions. If you prefer something like this on the YouTube side of things, then I'm open for it. You think that's a better idea actually?
Yeah, I think so, because people will be much more engaging because they want to see result, this kind of result. They does not care about how you trade. They want to see, first of all, whenever someone is new is joining, they want to see
Oh, you want to see
your
this stuff
effort.
down here?
Yes, that thing also, even see your face also. So when someone is trading with the face, showing their face, it's much more engaging compared to the no face stream.
Yeah, no, I want to put the camera on more. It's just the way that my at this current place, the camera looks back into the living room, and like my partner will walk in and out. She doesn't want to be on it. But the new place we're moving to, where the desk is going to be, there's going to be like a nice little wall behind me. So that way I will get that. In terms of results and all that kind of stuff, yeah, I get that. I get that results get people much more interested, and people just want signals. And I'm unsure what I want to do about that, because I get it. I do get it that that's what will get people watching.
Because if someone, let's say I'm new to your stream, I want to see how you are trade, but if I don't see any kind of result from your side, let's say somewhere here, I'm not seeing anything, then it's like you are just that's why sometimes people say you are scammer, you are just selling your course or anything like that. That's why you started your stream. But once if I saw your stream for like a couple of weeks, then they will understand that. But for first step, you need to show something that this stream is. You can see how I trade. What was my result previous week, or what was how many pips I got. Usually, people are interested in the pips. They are not interested.
Yeah, definitely. It's a tricky one as well, because it's like, are they the kind of people that I want? that are just interested in pips. I do want viewership, of course. I'll see. I could only try, can't I? If I try and I get like a bunch of weirdos in here, then I'll revert.
No, you will always going to find weirdos. You will always going to find haters, because it just if a lot of people are hating you, then that's a good thing, because that's when you are growing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, Nigel, catch you, mate. Have a great weekend. You off as well, Alan? Yeah, it's getting late in Aussie now. It's getting close to dinner time. Cool. Yeah, no, thanks for the suggestion. I'll put something together and I'll try. I'll see if I can make it for the YouTube side of things a bit more graphics and user friendly.
Yeah, and because if you look at last couple of weeks, like we are getting a lot of good opportunities, a lot of good entries. So I mean, you are also calling out your trades, so it will be much more engaging if people able to see your result, because a lot of people want to see results. Based upon that, they either want to participate on that stream or not. And there are not a lot of London streams, good stream I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like Stop Loss Matters, I think a couple of 2 or 3 people are just streaming in the London session.
Yeah, no, good idea. I'll give it a go. All right, Sarah, where are you going to? Where are you off to? Is she still here? Is she gone already? Oh, you're going to Portugal? Whereabouts?
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, you can hear me. Villamora and then to
Villamora.
Alvor,
Oh, beautiful.
and then Alvor.
Alvor. Oh yeah, Alvor's nice.
Yeah, so I'm not back till the 4th of September.
4th of September. Yeah, my partner's interested. I can see her. As soon as she hears anything Portugal, it's like a little ears prick up.
No, I'm getting out. I've got a friend who lives out there, so. It's
Oh
quite
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, my partner's from. She lived a lot of her life in Portimao.
Oh, nice.
This is not too far from Villamora. It's like what, 25 minutes. And Alfor is Portimao. There's a good good food there for like where we get sardines.
Yeah,
Alvor.
Alvor's lovely. Yeah, I've been there before. That's where my friend lives there.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm jealous. What is the weather like there at the moment?
Hot. So I will join your streams every now and again. In the sunshine.
Gosh, man, look at this. Wish I was there. 29 degrees today, 32 tomorrow, 34 Saturday. The only downside, Portugal is one of my most favorite countries in the world. I have to say that because I've got a gun to my head right now. But but literally, it's the food, the weather. The only problem is the water temperature. That bloody Atlantic Ocean is cold as hell.
It is cold, yeah. It's really
I remember going swimming there when it was about 38 degrees, and I just looked at the water. I thought,
So inviting.
a refreshing swim. I just charged in there, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, nearly went to shock.
I did the same in Alvor. You know where is it 4 brothers? The rocks are, and behind there there's this beautiful restaurant in the cliff face.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really hot. And my son was only about 10 at the time, and I said, "Oh, come on, let's get in the water." And I did the same thing. I think he's got me on video.
The same thing in South Africa as well, down the Cape.
Oh, is it cold there as well? I thought there was warm water there.
No, I remember going down and seeing all these kids swimming in wetsuits and just going, they're
pussies.
pathetic, you know?
Yeah.
Why are they in wetsuits? And I went and walked in there and oh my God. Yeah, that's where it all starts, I guess.
Right.
It comes up north and heads up to Portugal. I think.
Cool. All right, Grinda, you're going as well. Well, I think our job's done. There's no point hanging around here, is there? I think. Do you guys need help with anything?
No, just a quick one. Actually, I've just pinged you on Discord if you want to catch up.
Oh yeah, this is the gym. Actually, I was asking which gym is it?
Yes.
Oh, that's me, Jim. Apparently.
Sure, bro.
Yeah.
I want to get this. I do want to get this indicator done. Then when I'm happy
Yeah.
with it, I will share it. I've shared it with Akshay a few days ago, but
Mhm.
I'll get it done in the next few days, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, I will send a Zoom link to you.
Okay,
yeah, after
great,
this.
cheers. Good session, by the way, Hayden. Nice
You're,
one.
you're welcome. You're welcome. It's
Thank
nice when we don't have to wait so long. Hey.
Yeah, just 10-15 minutes trade.
Literally, yeah. We had 2 patient building days, character building, this week, Tuesday and Thursday. Very much so. Cool. All right. Well, I've got a few more minutes. If everyone else here, you guys all happy? You're good. Do you need any feedback? Any help? Any trades that you just lost? Or Dave, I know you said you doubted yourself with the shorts early. Maybe that's because those entries are too early, so you get caught in like that little volatility happening with like euro starting. It can be a bit it's tricky, you know, when euro, in my eyes, when like this, the first 30 minutes of Frankfurt Open, the last 30 minutes of Frankfurt Open give you a clue to the volume, and then you often get follow through. But before you get that clue, you're kind of going with this price action that's inside of here. And as I've said quite a few times, is that the Asian session for German 40, if often it's, you could almost treat it as like a bit of a gap. And that it can often sway you by looking at where it's going, but really once you get vol, like these are your candles that give you more information. So like when I'm looking at this stuff inside of here, and I see like crucial resistances or crucial supports and stuff like that, you know, doesn't have as much weight to me as something that happened in New York session or London session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you zoom out just a fraction, Hayden, please?
Yeah, mate.
Just
A bit more.
no, that's probably enough. If you look to the left too, the Euro session tried pretty hard to connect itself with its previous session. So the low of the last session in a
this one here.
downtrend will quite often be the high of the current session.
Yeah, good observation there, mate. Good observation there. Yeah. We've covered this in New York session as well. For gold, New York sessions connected to each other. That's a easy trade idea. Let me show you. So like if we have a look at New York sessions, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it really simple for you. Take off the charts, take off the candles, and I'm going to take off all the other sessions. Just going to leave New York session. Notice how these green squares, pretty much every single day, almost every single day, they're connected in one way or another. Like, even if price, if this is the New York session for this day, and Asian session and London session started like pushing down to here, and then New York session opened, often you'll get a pullback and it'll connect the session. See how they're connected? Maybe people haven't seen this until I pointed out. Now, I went through and had a look in the last like year and a half. There might have been 12 days where a New York session didn't connect with a New York session. But then it's only usually 1 day lag. Only usually a 1 day lag in that. Normally, they connect every single day. Look at it. Here's 1 day that didn't. And it didn't actually reconnect afterwards. If something like that's happened, it's usually a monumental event has happened. Like an FOMC, some really unexpected news. But you can almost like see this day. This New York session and this New York session is disconnected. There's a clear disconnect. It didn't retrace and connect, but the next day did. So a lot of the time I'll get ideas for gold in the New York session purely based on that, purely based on just to reconnect the New York session. It's amazing that when trades finish for a day, and then the next day starts, and by the time you get the next New York session, it's almost like Asian session, London session. They just create liquidity for the New York guys to want to either where they left off, they like to come back to in the next day, because if they've got trades running when they close for the day or whatever they do for the day, I know they trade 24/5 with algos and stuff like that, but where a trader leaves off on a Friday or on a day on a New York session, and the new day, Asian session, London session, go like it goes by. London session and New York session goes by, and the next New York trading session opens. It's almost like they want to bring price back to where they left price the previous day, so that they can either close or open more positions or whatever they want to do. So that's something that I notice a lot with gold. That gives me a very easy trade idea. Now, when I'm looking at say something like German 40, what Glenn was just pointing out was saying about how that I haven't really back tested this anywhere near to the same extent that I've looked at for gold, but it would be interesting to see like just the general trend. Where is Euro and London sessions? So we can sort of see like what's the trend. If the London sessions are sort of pushing bullish, then generally we are like this is kind of your cycles. Okay, now if we look at I'll probably have to go to a 15-minute time frame to get a better Euro session. The colors aren't going to be very friendly right here, but you can sort of see, yeah, the colors are not friendly at all. Let's make it just red for now. You can almost get a feel as well that a lot of the time you'll get Euro sessions sort of stay in the same sort of ballpark, or when they actually are pushing down, you start getting trends down or trends up. Yeah, something to think of. So give you some ideas to like back test and things, because if you guys have got like sort of any questions regarding this kind of stuff, let me know. I've done a lot of back testing. I've done a lot of forward testing. Results don't just happen because it's a guess. I'm not guessing on these things. I'm taking a probabilistic attitude to trading, and just taking the trade that makes the most sense to me at the time. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like at that. Thanks for the words, Kathleen. She thinks my layout's perfect. So there you go, actually. Take that. No, but they're all good suggestions. I will play around with to make it a bit more interactive and have a win column and have a camera and stuff. All right. Well, I'm off.
Play a game at the end of the session.
Yeah. Oh, he does do games, doesn't he? I saw in the Discord that there was
Show you that while you're there, Hayden.
we can do this.
It's awesome.
We can play putt-putt. So we're not even trading anymore. I'm going to tell my partner I'm working. She just can't look at my screen, but what I'll do is... There we go. You can just watch me play games now. Anyone want to join?
Yeah, I'm jumping in.
Oh, good one. There we go. Yeah. I'm working over here. You stay over there. You don't worry about me. I'm working. All right. Is it my turn again? Whose turn's next? Oh, it's Dave. Dave's going now. Watch the viewership just like plummet. Anyway, see what you can do? Just join the Discord. We can play these things.
Oh, going backwards.
Coming for you, Dave.
Oh! I think this is definitely going to help me with my trading.
Oh, we've got an echo. I've got to go for real though. So this is a very interesting thing we can continue on. All right, I'm gonna leave. Cool. All right, we're coming back over here. We hit this little point of interest and then pushing up, but day's done. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much for this week. It's been a great week. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. We're going to do a study session on Sunday. Okay, I've got a regional tournament tomorrow. Okay, but I'll see you on Sunday. Cool. All right.
Hayden, I sent you a message about Sunday evening about the
Oh yes.
grand final. About if that's something you want to watch or not. I don't care either way.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have a look at that message. Cool.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, guys. Speak us soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.